Okay. Hey guys, it's Phantom and welcome back to the channel. Um for a more in-depth video of how I grew my channel. So, hi, if you don't know me, my name is Phantom. I am a veteran of the Sims community, or not a veteran of the Sims community, but a veteran of Sims YouTube. I've been on YouTube for like 5-6 years now, and yes, I'm still a small creator. Yes, I'm still a small creator, but I've grown a lot from when I first started. Like, I film a lot more than when I first started. So, okay, I don't go by a schedule anymore, but when I first started out on YouTube like 5-6 years ago, I actually had a schedule. I actually had a schedule, and I actually had a schedule for when I would, like, for what I would film, for what I would post, whatever, and things like that. Also, back in the day, I didn't I didn't edit any of my videos. I didn't edit any of my videos. I didn't make good thumbnails or like have the thumbnails and backgrounds I have now. Um anyway, so yes, I'm still a fairly small creator, but again, I wasn't as active as I was uh you know, I wasn't as active back then as I am now. Um, if you're new to the channel and if you're wondering why I have over 900 videos on my channel, it's from a 5 year time span. It's from a 5 year time span because I've had this channel for 5 years. I've been doing YouTube. I've technically been doing YouTube for 6 years, but my YouTube anniversary in November isn't really valid to me since that channel doesn't exist anymore since I rebranded. So, yeah, let's get started. So, first off, so I started off with Sims 4 content first because I got the Sims 4 first. I got the Sims 4 in 2016. I got the Sims 3 a year later in 2017, which was also when I created this channel. I deleted my old channel accidentally, and and then I came back in July of 2017. And then I started out with a Sims 3 Generations Let's Play, which I had to discontinue because my sim had accidentally drowned in the pool and died. And I didn't want to continue that Let's Play because that Let's Play was already way too hard. If you remember watching that Let's Play, if you're like a long time subscriber, and if you remember watching that Let's Play, then you remember how the kids would get taken away like all the time. So I discontinued that Let's Play. I rarely like put my LPs on hiatus. I rarely put my Let's Plays on hiatus because, like, unless I have to. Um, like, I have noticed I've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately. I am 41 subscribers away from 400. Um, if you know anything about the channel, you would know that I rarely ever take breaks, and if I do take a break from filming, it's because I genuinely need it, because I hardly ever take days off. I hardly ever take days for myself. But yes, YouTube burnout is a real thing. It happens. I have taken breaks before. I have taken very long breaks before for like several months. Like, for example, if you were here, if you were a subscriber back when I took that really long break, and I'm talking about the one that I took, like, it was several videos back where I didn't post anything, until I posted that one reaction video or whatever. Again, I have like over 900 videos on this channel. So I rarely ever take breaks. If I did take breaks, it was because of school. It was mainly because of school. That's why my breaks were so long. Because school was a very stressful time for me. Anyway, if I scroll back on my channel, so if I scroll back on my channel, what was it? What video was it where I didn't film anything for like several months? And then I came back with a reaction video. I'm sure it's in my reaction, like my Sims reaction list. Oh, okay. So, I think this video was the first video that I came back with. Like, this video is like 3 years old. It was called Reacting to a Fan-Made University Trailer. When will we get university? So yeah, that was the video of when I got off my extremely long break. I took like a 9-month break from YouTube for my own, not for my own, like, reasons. It was just so that I wouldn't distract myself at the time and, like, overwhelm myself. So I took like a really long break. Mind you, again, like, taking super long breaks might work for some people, but, like, if they have a valid reason to take an extremely long break. But if you're, like, not posting for several years, then it might not, then, like, a super long break might not be a good idea, just in my opinion. But I took breaks when I needed to, and I take time for myself when I need to. So, yeah, that's kind of why I'm pre-recording this. So yeah, anyway, I would, like, basically, when I first started out, I had a schedule. I realized the schedule wasn't working for me, so I just scrapped the schedule. And I would film 3 days a week during school, during the school year. If I wanted to. There were times I didn't want to record anything during the school year and just focus and worry about till the year was over. And then I would basically film every single day in the summertime. And then when I moved to doing this full time, I would record every single day. I realized that sometimes recording every day might not be a good thing. I mean, it is, like, if you pre-record stuff, if you pre-record your videos, it might be a good thing, which is what I started doing. It has helped me so much. Like, I pre-record and I schedule my videos for the week if I don't want to work. Like, this week I didn't want to record anything, but I'm just like pre-recording because I have nothing to do. And so I'm pre-recording so that I don't have so much to do later. This is the second video I've pre-recorded today. This will probably be the only other video I pre-record because I want this week to myself, and I will probably just focus on getting like past streams up on my streaming channel. Yes, I have a streaming channel. If anyone is curious as to where my streaming channel link is, it is in the About tab in the links section under my podcast channel link. But yeah, I do live stream on Twitch. So yeah, I do live stream on Twitch. Anyway, so yeah, I would film 3 days a week, which was Fridays and weekends when I first started. And then in the summertime, sometimes on days that I'd have off, I'd record if I had the time to. But that was like very rare that I did that. So like it was like, let's see. Times that I recorded was 3 days a week during the school year. Summertime would be pretty much every single day, and holidays, like breaks, and stuff like that would be when I would be active on YouTube. And then sometimes I wouldn't be active at all on YouTube, but I had valid reasons. So yeah, that kind of helped. I also don't do sub for sub. The reason sub for sub never worked for me was because chances are if you sub to sub, if you just sub to sub and you're like what's called an inactive subscriber, like I get it if you're busy and you can't post, like if you don't have the time to record, if you don't have the time to post, I get that. But like if you sub to sub, like if you sub just to sub and you don't watch a person's content, then that kind of defeats the purpose of things like watch hours and things like that. Also, by the way, I actually used QuickTime when I first started out, but I don't use it anymore. There's a lot wrong with QuickTime. A lot wrong with it. So, first off, let me be brief here. QuickTime, the thing that I hate about QuickTime, or the things that I hate about QuickTime, is that, QuickTime shows your entire screen, including your notifications, which I hate. I hate that. I hate that so much. QuickTime shows your entire screen, including your notifications, and people have told me, use QuickTime. No. I hate QuickTime. I hate QuickTime so much. You don't want to be recording a video and then having to click off your notifications. Like you don't want people seeing that. You don't want people seeing that at all. Especially if like there's like stuff in there you don't want people to see. Like, you don't want people seeing your entire screen, including your notifs. So that's why I don't like QuickTime. Also, with how many videos I record and pre-record, when I have time to pre-record videos, QuickTime doesn't have the storage to, QuickTime doesn't have the proper storage to house all my videos, because I literally film so much I film so much content, including the content that I pre-film. So yeah, that's why I use OBS. Like, OBS, I love OBS Studio. By the way, if the newer version of OBS Studio doesn't work for anyone, like anyone that uses OBS Studio, there is a website that has older OBS Studio versions. So if the newer app doesn't work for you, like, I'm talking about the app that lets you, or like the version of the app that lets you pause your recordings, which comes in so handy. By the way. Honestly, just use another website to get an older version of OBS from that won't crash whenever you pause your recordings. So I use OBS. I learned how to use it from watching tutorials that some of my simming friends made on how to use it. Also, it's good for, basically, it's live streaming software and recording software. Like, what's the point of using two different softwares when you can just use one? Like, what's the point? Like, I'm not trying to seem rude, but it doesn't make any sense to have two different recording softwares when you can just use one. Like, you can literally just use one. I've used OBS for years, like, since I've started learning how to use it. So basically, it's split up into sections. It's split up into scenes, sources, audio mixer, scene transitions, if you use scene transitions, and controls. And I'll probably do like an updated OBS tutorial one of these days, but this video isn't the video for that. So yeah, I grew my channel by being consistent, or, you know, trying to be consistent. Like, at least when I took breaks, I would come back. Like, again, like, I know people that sometimes take breaks, either take like really long breaks and don't know if they're coming back or not, or they take breaks and they come back. But if you like watch someone's content and you know that they are coming back to YouTube, there's no reason to like unsubscribe from them. But yeah, like, just know that people have lives. People have lives outside of YouTube. Some people don't do this full time, and yeah, they have like jobs outside of YouTube, and they just do YouTube as a hobby or for extra income. Mind you, not everyone gets paid. Not everyone gets income from YouTube. Some people do. Some people choose different. But they still do YouTube as a side thing. But I've never thought of it that way. In fact, YouTube wasn't my first choice. It wasn't my first choice at all. I always joke that this was the best mistake I've ever made in my entire life, because, for one, when I first started YouTube, I didn't think I'd stick with it this long. I'm the type of person that if I get bored, I get bored and I just stop doing something. But YouTube is not boring for me at all. Especially like what I chose to do. I chose to do Sims. I mean, yeah, some people might get bored with it, but again, I branched out. So I have a lot more content on this channel than just Sims. I have like PC reaction videos, Sim reactions, like Sim reaction videos. I do console reactions as well. Yeah, I branched out. I branched out like what, 3 years ago. I branched out 3 years ago, and it was a really good decision. I branched out 3 years ago. It was a good decision. I think I made a good decision. So yeah, I mean, I still consider myself a small channel, which I am. I don't post every day. I mean, sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Like if I pre-film, then I pre-film. All of this week's videos are done, and this is probably the only video that I'm going to pre-film today because I just cuz I want to film this. Like I've been wanting to film this for a long time. So, yeah. Basically being consistent, being active through other platforms, and trying to be as engaging as possible and just interesting to watch. But yes, I do agree that burnout is a thing, and if you need a break from posting, take a break. Like, please. Please, people will understand if you need a break, because burnout is a real thing, and I have seen people get burnt out. Like, please, not trying to be rude, but for the people that are like, when's the next video, when's this, like, please stop doing that. I'm not trying to be rude here, but again, creators are people. We are people that wanted to do this. And for some people, once you start doing something, you can't really stop doing something. Like, for some people, they have that work ethic where it's like once you start doing something, you can't stop doing something. But please remember that creators are human beings. We are human beings. We have lives outside of YouTube. We have lives outside of YouTube. We have lives outside of social media. What you see is only a few seconds or a few minutes out of our day. We are taking time out of our day, no matter how busy we are, to sit down and record or pre-record or edit content or make thumbnails or do whatever we have to do. For you guys, the viewers. But if I need a break, if any one of these creators need a break, they are allowed to take a break. We are human beings. We are people. We will get around to doing things when we get around to it, but we need breaks. I am a person that rarely ever takes breaks. I have been doing this I have been doing YouTube for 6 years. I have only took what? 2 breaks. Yeah. I've only really took 2 long breaks from YouTube. And I took almost a week off. I took almost a week off this week because I didn't want to work this week. At all. I didn't want to work this week at all. This is the only exception. These 2 videos are the only exception. And then I'm going back on my break. I'm going back on my break because for me, this week is well deserved. I am a person that rarely ever takes breaks from YouTube. If I do take a break from YouTube, if I do take time off, mind you, YouTube is a means of self-employment. So if you're thinking of YouTube is a means of self-employment. You don't have a boss. Okay, if you're thinking of, probably joining the YPP, which is the YouTube Partner Program, friendly reminder, you don't have a boss. You don't have a boss. Okay, your bosses are, the people at YouTube, obviously. Your bosses are the people at YouTube. But YouTube is a means of self-employment. YouTube is a means of self-employment. And firstly, you have to meet the requirements for monetization, and then they review everything. Hopefully, there are some people that get accepted, there are some people that don't. And then you have to manually turn on monetization. You don't just get monetized. You have to meet the requirements. You have to meet the requirements, which is the amount of subscribers and the amount of public watch hours. And then if you get monetized, if you get approved for the YouTube Partner Program for monetization, then you have to manually turn on monetization for videos. And then how you get monetized is from ads. And how many views you get on a video. So yeah, that's basically how monetization works. I'm pretty sure there's more to it, but I'm just trying to be brief. But anyway, that's kind of how I grew my channel in like a 5-year time span. Again, this is probably the only other video I'm pre-recording, because all of the videos for this week are done. All the videos for this week are done and were filmed within a 2-day period. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that is it for this video. I will catch you in the next one. Again, this will probably go up Monday or Tuesday. Depending on when I get around to editing this video, which probably won't be today. So, yeah, I'll either edit this video later, like way later if I, have the energy to edit, or tomorrow, or Saturday, I don't know when. But this video will get edited and scheduled for next week. I'll probably only pre-record 2 videos for next week, and that's it. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, and please subscribe to the channel. And have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.